everybody, this is Chef Mareya with EatCleaner.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a low-fat, low-carb spinach fish recipe. Spinach and fish combine beautifully with just a couple of other ingredients. We're going to make this really special and really fit. So let me show you what I've got. I've got some Dover sole. I've cleaned this off and I've patted it dry. I've also got some fresh lemon, some Egyptian and this, you don't pronounce the K's on this, just so that you know. This is a combination of nuts and sesame seeds, fennel, and some other really great flavors, and it adds a lot really simply to our dish. I've got some vegetable broth. This is a low sodium vegetable broth. Make sure that when you do buy prepared broths and stocks that they are low sodium. And then I have some fresh spinach leaves. So let's get started. I'm going to start really by cleaning these off because it's important to get our fruits and vegetables clean. I've got the Eat Cleaner fruit and vegetable wash here. And I'm just going to give my spinach a quick spritz. I'm going to let that sit for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to rinse that off. So while I do the rest, I'm going to set that aside. Then I'm going to take my fish. Now, I did clean this and I patted it dry. And how I'm going to make this, I'm going to actually take the pieces of fish and I'm going to wrap them up in the spinach leaves. It's going to look really pretty. And then I'm going to pan sear them. And because the fish is so thin, it will literally take about 5 minutes to cook. So I'm going to start here by just cutting my fish fillets up. So I'm going to take the fish and I'm going to cut them into about 2.5-inch pieces because I'm going to literally take that spinach and just wrap it right around there. So your pieces are about yay big. I'll show you how to do a few of these. And then I'm going to take my fish and let me clean my hands off first. It's really important, especially when you're handling raw fish and poultry and other meats, to clean your hands, clean your cutting surfaces as you're moving along. That's why I always keep the Eat Cleaner wipes right next to me. It makes life so much easier. It's so much more convenient. Okay, so I'm going to take some of that. I've told you you don't pronounce the K. Somebody said to me, oh, I got some dukkha from the store the other day. I was like, what? What's that? Oh, okay, I got it. All right, so I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to take my lemon. I always like to use the zest. Let's make sure we clean that off, actually, before we use it. Give that a spritz. You know, because even with vegetables and fruit that you cut into, you want to make sure that the surface is clean before you cut through it so you don't contaminate what's in the inside. So I'm going to set that to the side as well. That's going to be used in my sauce. Now I'm going to take my 2.5-inch pieces or so of my fish and just dredge it in the dough, just like that. It's a really nice coating. And the nice thing is by using this, we're not adding a carb here. This is just, we've got our essential fats here, so that's what keeps it low carb. All right, so I am going to move this to the side, and I've cleaned my spinach and my lemon off. It's just really important to make sure that your fresh produce is thoroughly washed before you use it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take I'm going to clean that as well. Let me just move this over. I'm going to take my fish here that I dredged already, and I'm going to wrap them in the leaves. Just like that. Adding the green just gives it beautiful pop. And this is going to keep the moisture in too because this fish is so delicate. It's also going to protect that coating so that it doesn't fall off in your pan. Cute little bundles, aren't they? Little bundles of fish joy. I crack myself up sometimes. All right, so I've got all of my fish wrapped up and ready to pan sear. Oh, and I turned that one around. All right, so let's get this hot. And while that heats up, I want to start with a really hot pan because I'm not going to cook this for very long. You go clean my cutting board because I need that for my lemon. I'll be right back. All right, so I've got my fish wrapped up. I'm going to place those right into the pan. I've got a hot pan here. I'm going to give those a quick little sear on each side. And then I'm going to add in my vegetable stock and my lemon just to create a really simple sauce to complement that. And because the sole is really thin, it's really delicate, it will cook quickly, maybe two minutes on each side. Okay, while those are cooking, I'm going to actually get my lemon ready. And I'm a big fan of zest, so don't waste that. I'm going to just zest that right in there. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of juice, about half a lemon. All right, now that I cut the lemon, I'm just going to squeeze a little bit right in there on top of my fish. Ooh, hear that sizzle? That's a good sign. Fish without lemon just doesn't work. And then I've got a little bit of vegetable stock in here. I'm just going to use that to poach my fish. I pan-seared each side, but now I just want to keep the moisture in while it cooks the rest of the 2 minutes that it's going to be in here. And by adding the stock in here with the lemon, you basically just made yourself a sauce. All right, my fish is ready. Let me turn this off because the worst thing to do is overcook these delicate little things. Ooh, so pretty. If you're serving this for dinner, you'll definitely impress your friends. And I love this because it's almost like they're just little bites. And I'm going to take my spoon the sauce over it. And it's okay if some of the fish comes out of there. It's just going to get right back on your plate, right on top. So beautiful and so fresh. This is my low-carb, low-fat spinach fish recipe. I think you'll really enjoy it. Super easy to make, delicious, and complements your fit lifestyle. I'm Chef Mareya. I hope you check out all my videos, and I'll see you really soon.